Hey friends, Mark here with
Michelangelo Fitness.
And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe B Sports Report. Without you guys, this just doesn't work. Now listen, everybody is tagging me with the video and stuff. The same guy who did the one. It's not Dez Bryant's fault and everything else and the different route trees. I've seen it and things. I understand. I agree. Dez can do more than what people are saying they're doing. However, the problem is this. $16.5 million cap hit. Bottom line, 9% of the money we pay the whole team. Let me say it again. 9% of what we pay the whole team is going to Dez Bryant when you are a running team. Understand that. This offense is predicated on running the football. When you pay one guy $16.5 million, that means you don't have, dare I say, depth guys. As we go through and pay Tyron Smith, $17.5 million, Dez Bryant, $16.5, DeMarcus Lawrence, $17 million. We've reduced Jason Witten down to $4 million hit, but $9 million for Tyrone Crawford, $9 million for Sean Lee, and so on. As you go through and pay these guys, that leaves an average of about $1.5 million for the rest of your team per player. And you have to value what you get from that position. Has Dez Bryant been a great wide receiver in the past? Yes, he's had times where he has been. Has Dez Bryant been a distraction sometimes? Yes, he has been. Has Dez Bryant been a guy that you say, man, he pumps up the crowd? Yes, he's been. However, $16.5 million with a guy who has definitely declined. If you do not believe that he's declined any in the last 3 years, then you're completely 100% blind. He's having harder time staying healthy. He admits, hey, last year my problem was I wasn't healthy all year.
Was it tendinitis?
Well, tendinitis. I mean, I understand that. Yeah, I believe me. There's days where my back is killing me and I'm not performing as well as I can. You think my company says, well, it's okay that you can't perform and all that, we'll still pay you the same amount of money? No. They get somebody else to do the job if I can't perform. And that's the bottom line. Your best ability is your availability. And if you guys believe that he's going to all of a sudden be healthy this year when he has been the last 3 years chronically having injuries, sorry, the odds are against it. We thought the same thing about Tony Romo. Tony Romo was one of the best quarterbacks out there when he was on the field, but his body began to fail him. So yes, guys, I have looked at that video. And again, it's more than I'm not saying that he can't play. I'm not saying he can't be productive. But the bottom line is it's about 53 guys and not one. And you've got to figure out where you spend every nickel to support your team. Am I wrong on that?
No, you're right.
And it's not about listen.
You could do a lot with that.
It's not about hating Dez Bryant. I do not hate Dez Bryant. You've seen me defend Dez Bryant when Ian Rappaport came out with this whole bull crap shit of the police have been called to Dez Bryant's house 6 times. They made him sound like, this was like Miami Vice busted in there doing a drug sting. When they came out with Mike Farello saying that there might be a Dez Bryant tape that's 10 times worse than Ray Rice, I was one of the first people out there to say, wait a minute. You could say that crap about anybody. There might be. And I said there was nothing to that stuff. I have defended Dez Bryant in the same way I defended Tony Romo. However, facts are facts. For whatever reason, the two of them are not on the same page. It's Dak, it's Dez, whatever. But in this game, guess what? What's more important, quarterback or wide receiver?
Quarterback.
Which is more important, a young guy or a guy that's 29?
If you're talking about cost, a young guy.
Okay. Bottom line, And when you see New England, who doesn't have anybody retire in New England, trade Brandon Cooks for a number 1 draft pick, trade a linebacker that's a Pro Bowler to Cleveland, trade a Pro Bowler offensive lineman during training camp to Miami. Listen, stop thinking with your heart. It's a business. You have to run with your head. And to me, the decision is you go young. You've got to get enough depth on your team to be able to weather the storm when guys get hurt. And you can't keep paying outrageous salaries. Sorry. Hate me, you want to hate me. I know somebody out there who's been, please do me one favor. There was somebody on here who was just talking a lot of trash. I have no problem if you tell me I'm an idiot and all that, but please watch your language. We have kids, we have wonderful ladies, and people that aren't here to hear F-bombs, this, that, and the other, and suck on this, that. That's not what this channel is about. It's about having real discussions of football and stuff. We may not agree with what we're doing here, but we're not going this route of personal attacks, okay? I'm going to warn people about that if you do those personal attacks and things like that and talk that N-word, this, that, and the other, I will block you out of the channel. I don't want to block people, but if you're going to be an ass, you're not going to be on here. And I've got no problem with people telling me I'm stupid for thinking that we need to move on from Dez Bryant. That's your opinion, and this is mine. So that being said, we'll see what we're going to see. But please, you don't have to send me the link anymore. I watched it first thing this morning. All right. See if I can do something with this naps on my head. I'm Mark Holmes.
Michael Anthony Fitness.
And we need to get a haircut. And I'll see you guys tonight. And don't forget, we're going to be doing the drawing for the Charles Haley t-shirt if we get enough donations and stuff. We're trying to raise money because the trip is coming up and we're trying to get the best gear that we can. I'll see you soon.